Classic rock album reviews coming right at you.
Smack 'em a gob, everybody. Hey, I came up with this one. Nobody asked me to do this but me. I want to review Dokken's album Tooth and Nail. It's my favorite Dokken album. I was there when it was brand new. And yeah, 1984 was such a glorious year. Really, to me, like all these bands, they never did better than what they did in 1984. I'm not saying what they did later was bad, but for me, man, this album right here was never topped. It's just a badass album. It's their second album now. I did see the video for Breaking the Chains like a year before this album came out, and I liked it. And then I heard Paris is Burning on the Metal Shop, the only show with Teeth, which was a syndicated radio show back then. And I heard, man, when I heard Paris is Burning, I was like, oh my God, I need to get this album. Because I dug Breaking the Chains and I dug Paris is Burning. I'm thinking maybe I heard Paris is Burning before I saw the Breaking the Chains video. You gotta remember, it is 40 years ago now this came out. I'm thinking I might have heard Paris is Burning first. So I ran out and bought Breaking the Chains and was very, very disappointed. And I still think that album's kind of lame. It's not a good album. You know, I like Breaking the Chains, I like Paris is Burning, and then I thought Felony was okay, though extremely cheesy, and there was another song on there that had a decent riff, Night Rider or something like that, but the song itself was like, eh. So this album, I don't remember me being scared to get Tooth and Nail because I didn't like Breaking the Chains much, but yeah, I remember seeing the video. I think the first thing I heard off this was Into the Fire, which was the video. And I don't know what, you know I got the album. I bought the album. And was blown away back then how good it was. Completely kills the first album. Badly. I think every song on this album is awesome. And, you know, the production of this album was entrusted to renowned producer Tom Warman, you know, but the recordings were hampered by the clash of egos between vocalist Don Dokken and guitarist George Lynch, who could not work together in the studio at the same time. Ain't that crazy? I mean, this is only their second album and they're at each other's throats. Where I know George, I believe Breaking the Chains was recorded without George, and then George recorded on it, something like that. And so here's their second album, they ain't getting along already, you know. And I remember when Dokken was together back in the 80s, that was written in a lot of magazines, how him and Don and George just could not get along. And for these reasons, Tom Warman was unable to carry out his work and quit the job after a few weeks. And I heard George Lynch and Tom Warman went at it. I've heard Tom Warman interviews of him talking about how George Lynch was a prick, but he didn't have nothing bad to say about Don Dokken. But Warman was replaced by Roy Thomas Baker and Michael Wagner, who completed the recordings and mixed the album. The music on the record ranges from fast and aggressive tracks to pop and melodic tracks. And it, you know, the peak, it reached 49 on the US Billboard 200 charts and was gold status more than 10 months after its release, on the wake of the success of the single Alone Again and its accompanying music video. The album was certified platinum in 1989, and both Under Lock and Key from 85 and Back for the Attack also achieved platinum status. Alright, so I got to see this tour twice, luckily. I saw Twisted Sister, Y&T, and Dokken. That was the first time I saw Dokken. They were awesome. That was an amazing show. All three bands were badass. And then I saw them again on the Tooth and Nail tour, open for Dio on the Last in Line tour, and I got to tell you, that night was the best time I ever saw Dokken, and it was also the best time I ever saw Ronnie James Dio. That stage show he had there blew away the Dragon stage show, if you ask me. And Dokken, you know, they played to a bare stage, and I've seen them many times. I saw them with Judas Priest later on, and I saw them headline a club on Under Lock and Key. Man, that club was way overpacked. And I saw the Monsters of Rock tour that was Back for the Attack. And then I didn't see Dokken till the one with Red Beach, which is my second favorite Dokken album. Damn it, I can't remember the name of it now. But I did an episode on it. Up from the Ashes? No, that's not it. Erase the Slate. That's it. Erase the Slate. My second favorite. But this is my favorite. And now I'm going to get into the songs. All right. We start with a killer little instrumental called Without Warning. Love what George is doing, man. That is some ripping guitar on that. Fucking amazing. And then it goes into my all-time favorite Dokken song. The title track, Tooth and Nail. Relentless. Mick Brown, what an amazing, underrated drummer. Probably the most underrated drummer of all the LA bands, if you ask me. I think he's better than Tommy Lee. And who else? You know, just name it from that LA area. I thought he was the best. Very underrated. And I think Tommy Lee's an awesome drummer, by the way. But I think Mick Brown is better. He just doesn't get the attention, man. Because he doesn't look like Tommy Lee. You know, that's how it is. But Tooth and Nail, what can I say? It rips. My favorite Dokken song. Then we got Just Got Lucky. What a fun tune. And I love the video, man, with the mirrors and, you know, George Lynch up on a volcano doing a solo. And there's an interview, I don't know how true it is, where Dee Snider was interviewing Don Dokken, where he said while George was up there, they took him up there in a helicopter. Said while he's up there filming his solo, the volcano was going to erupted, and they got out just in time. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they said. And Jeff Pilson in the Just Got Lucky video broke the world record for posing in a video. I mean, look at Jeff Pilson in this video. I mean, he's posing the whole damn time. It's a bit cringy. You know, I like the video, but I don't like Jeff Pilson too much in the video. He's too poserific. All right, next, Heartless Heart. This one kind of reminds me of the song Breaking the Chains. It's got great hooky verses, and I love the chorus. And Mick is pounding the crap out of his drums, and it's just so melodic, that section. You got a heart and a heart of stone. Fucking awesome. I love it. And then we go into, oh man, Don't Close Your Eyes. Listen to Mick Brown play the drums on this tune and tell me that guy is not a badass. And the song's got some beefy Lynch riffs. You know, it's one of the heavier tracks on here, and it's fucking awesome. I love it. It's a great tune. And then we go into Heaven Comes Down. This was total metal in 1984. This song, mid-tempo, metallic. You know, it's a beatdown, man. It flat out owns. You know, and I love when Dokken does the highs at the end. I've been waiting when heaven comes down. It's just ripping with a great guitar solo. Love it. Kind of like the centerpiece of this album, if you ask me. All right, the next song, Into the Fire. Catchy as fuck. First single. Hooks all over the damn place. You know, this song is a total classic. You know, Dokken tune. And that video, oh my God. What the hell's going on in that one? That video is fucking crazy, man. You know, it's got like them walking, like pulling something, like walking on fire, and they get caught on barbed wire. And then there's some chicks in barbed wire. There's been other videos with chicks in barbed wire. I remember Def Leppard Photograph. There's chicks in barbed wire in that video too. They may have ripped it off from that. But I love it. It's a great tune, Into the Fire. All right, next, Bullets to Spare, I feel is the dark horse on this album. One of my favorite songs. It's like a perfectly executed tune. And man, what Mick Brown does at the 3-minute 4 mark of the song, wow. Listen to what he does on the drums at the 3-minute 4 mark. God damn, man. The guy's a beast. A beast. And that song rules. All right, next song is the ballad. And it's a perfect ballad, Alone Again, which I guess did them well. And the video's cool. It's on the road stuff, you know, and them in the hotel and Dokken washing his face over and over again. And yeah, Jeff Pilson shows up, you know, in this video posing again on stage. All right, but yeah, it's a cool tune. I love Alone Again. And then we end it with Turn on the Action. My least favorite song on the album, but I still love it. You know, it's George Lynch showing why he's so damn respected. It's a ripping tune. It may be my least favorite, but it rocks. It's heavy, it's fast, it's killer. You know, it is. I'm not a big fan of albums that don't end with like the amazing song. This one doesn't. I mean, again, I can't say it's a bad song, but I think they could have done a little better, even with this song musically. I don't know. It's lacking something, but I still will not turn off this album. You know, after Alone Again, I let it all play, but I love it. And that is my review of my favorite Dokken album, Tooth and Nail. Let me know in the comments below what you feel. Is this your favorite Dokken album? If not, what is your favorite Dokken album? Leave it in the comments below. I'm curious to know what you all feel about Tooth and Nail, all right? And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and ring that little notification bell. I would appreciate that. I really would. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Tooth and Nail and smack 'em a gob.